Hi, this is Natchez Phelps from Essentially Natchez. And this week I've really been having a hard time trying to figure out what a good, meaningful blog post would be for you guys. And it isn't because I'm at a lack of testimonials today. It's simply because my son had a pediatrician's appointment on on last Tuesday, and they're always extremely traumatic for him. He just doesn't understand the blood pressure cuff and getting his ears examined or being touched by a doctor. He doesn't understand it. He doesn't like it. He's had past experiences with blood draws, etc., where he's had to be held down by several people. He's just getting older and stronger, and he doesn't understand what's going on. And so this past Tuesday was no exception. My husband said that while he was in the waiting room, he was trembling, anticipating the examination, and then when the doctor was done examining him, of course the trembling was over, but he had a very short fuse when he got home. He got into a fight with his brother. The crying started, and it didn't stop for, 15 minutes or so. My husband just wasn't really sure what to do, and I was with my daughter at the time. And he was refusing to eat dinner, which is very unusual for him. Finally, when I was done nursing my daughter, I went downstairs and I grabbed an oil in particular, and the oil that I grabbed was SARA, S-A-R-A. SARA is not an oil that I use very often, but I do use it, and it is very effective when those kinds of things happen. It just has a way of alleviating, I would say, anxiety associated with maybe some past experiences or some trauma. And it's just, I guess, for that occasional deep emotional issues, and it is absolutely remarkable. Within just a few minutes, he was calm again. I had given him a cookie. He wasn't eating it. He ate his cookie, and the crying stopped. He was able to end that night kind of just hopping around, being happy again, and just kind of really being back to him. I used a few drops on his feet, on the back of his neck, on the top of his forehead right here, on his wrist, and it really seemed to calm him down. That night too, in the diffuser, I put a little bit more SARA, I put some lavender. He had a good night's sleep. He woke up, rested. I called the teacher the next day to make sure that she knew that he had been through the ringer the night before, and and then he might have a difficult day. He did eat breakfast though, and the teacher said that he walked in a little bit cautious, but other than that, he was fine. That by the time circle time came that morning and after breakfast at school, he was completely fine. And we didn't see anything unusual that evening. So it was short lasting, I will say. And so if you're having a difficult situation, maybe either in your own personal life or maybe for your kiddos, and the trembling, the shaking, the anxiety, those deep-seated emotions are real, maybe try some SARA and see what happens. I mean, I know it really gets us out of a bind here at home, and it's just for the occasional use. Right? So I hope you guys are having a great Thursday, and I hope to see you next Thursday at essentiallynatchez.com. Thank you.